L2. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Maybe able to take out the planer though. Able to find one. Able to find two. Now hold on. If there was ever a man that can, it would be L2 inside of the 1v1 to slide through and not gonna be able to find it. A 1v3 from L2.
This guy is a cheat code on the map. 1v3.
Yo, what's up guys? It's L2. I'm a competitive Call of Duty Challengers player. The first Call of Duty I ever played, I believe was the original MW3. Yeah, I didn't play it when it first dropped because I was like 4 years old. Yeah, I played it later on my dad's PS3. The first COD I tried to play competitively was Cold War, but you know, I was on a PS4 and I wasn't very good. So, you know, I kind of I just played ranked a lot. The first COD that I actually competed in was MW2. But since then, like every year consistently, I'm just like grinding more and more because I'm starting to want it more and more as time goes on. Like it's literally all I want now is just to make it in COD and like to be like the best version of myself as a player and as a person in general. You know, as corny as that sounds, but I feel like competing does help with that a lot because it teaches me stuff that I can apply in my, you know, daily life too. Usually it's, you know, a lot of scrimming, and if we have VOD, we watch it obviously because you don't always have people to record VOD, but when we do have VOD, you know, obviously we go over that, you know, look at what we could have done differently or like done better, or, you know, the things we did good already, and like, you know, make sure we keep doing that. But it is just a bunch of scrimming and VOD watching. For locals and stuff, you don't really know who you're gonna play most of the time, so you can't really, you know, watch other teams' VODs, but you can at least watch your own and see like, you know, bad tendencies you have and like mistakes you're making and, you know, fix those going into the event. When I'm building a roster or like looking for a team to join, I'm just mainly looking for, you know, very like solid all-around players that, you know, they'll do their 25%. They don't have to, you know, they don't have to put up fucking like 5 KDs and, you know, 50 bombs every map. Like, I don't need all that. I just need someone that's gonna make the right play in every situation, or at least, you know, try to make the right play in every situation and doesn't really care about, you know, their KD and all that. Outside of that, I mean, I'll give my 25% as long as all 3 of my teammates give their 25%. As simple as that. I think I had a pretty good performance overall. Obviously, I had, you know, a few bad maps here and there, but, you know, that happens to everyone. I definitely don't think it was my best, you know, LAN performance ever, like, that I've had, but it was still pretty good overall, I feel like. But obviously still definitely had a lot I could have improved on and have improved on since then. For BO7, I just want to like make as big of an impact as I can early and, you know, show people what I'm capable of, because I know obviously what I'm capable of and I know I can compete with, you know, the best of the best. As I said, I just want to make a very good impression early. You know, I've already kind of talked about it with my teammates right now, at least. You know, that may change. We do want to stick for the rest of the season. I'm hoping that does happen because I really do love my team, which hasn't been announced yet, and I don't know if it will be when this video comes out, so not going to say anything yet. But I'm really looking forward to this season, and not even proving everyone wrong, but just proving myself right. Or like competing in COD has honestly given me like some lifelong friendships, like, or at least, or expect them to be lifelong, you know, meeting people in the scene, because like as weird as some of the people are in the scene, and you know, you're gonna get that everywhere, but I found a lot of like very good like people that like have in my life for the rest of my life, so that's already like a very good positive there. But also just like being able to compete in COD, because I'm a very competitive person, it gave me that like competitive outlet when I had to quit football because I had like 6 concussions by the time I was in 8th grade. So, you know, I kind of had to quit or else my brain was going to be Swiss cheese by the time I was like 18. So, you know, competing has just like, it's really like helped me. It helped my mental health a lot as ironic as that sounds, and it just helped me have that, you know, as I said, competitive outlet, so I can keep competing and doing what I love. And then, I mean, I also just love gaming in general, so being able to do it basically full time, not quite, but, you know, being able to pursue it like this, just, I just love it, man. It's helped me so much. I'll keep it at this. There needs to be either some leadership revamps, or the leadership needs to toughen up a little little bit. I mean, I just want to have a lasting impact somewhere, like in some way. Like, you know, whether it's like make up a new strat in game and everyone starts using it, and then if I, you know, create some content on the side and, you know, who people like the idea and start incorporating it into their own, or you know just anything like along those lines, whether it's in game or out of game. I just want to make a lasting impact. And I mean, obviously I want to be the best too, like, you know, that's obvious being a competitor. At the end of the day, as long as I'm able to make an impact on anyone's life, or like what, again, whether it's like in game, out of game, whatever it is, that's what I'll be happy with.